Hello everybody, welcome back. We are today doing another video on Trains in the World. Today we will be doing the down the line scenario. Now, as you may have heard, one issue I'm currently having is there's just a puppy on top of my head. So yes, you may have heard that, but I'm just sure right now. So we're going to be doing the down the line scenario. So we are going to be taking the train that goes to, I'm not too sure, is it Hayes and Harlington? Either way, we're going to be taking the medium train today. So choose from one of three trains that goes down the Thames or Valley route. I will read the last bit in a minute. I apologise. But yes, so each one provides an all-stop commuter service along the busy Great Western Main Line. There we go. So, if you watch me on Twitch, this is where I kind of record my videos and get them ready, you will know that I've already done this scenario on the, what's the date today? Today's the 4th. So I did it on the 1st of November. I recorded this, got to the entrance of Reading Station, and then my stream switched off. And I didn't realise, and I parked up, and then I looked down to see how long it had taken me, and I was like, angry. But yes, that is sorted now, hopefully. It won't happen again. So if you want to see or hear what I talked about in that video, go over to twitch.tv/citrus sausages. But if not, I'm going to try and remember as much as I said in that video and try to put it into this one.
Welcome to London Paddington. There are 3 trains available for you to take control of. Each one provides an increasingly longer journey. Which will you choose?
So we're gonna take the train to Slough, which is the 30-minute, and we want platform 8. Which is this train over here. The 3-car service. As I was getting, because I did this train last time, which is an hour, but I'm taking this one today because I have less time. So I was saying how, they don't have 6-car services. Here's a 6-car, and basically they're just joined in the middle, like they would be in real life. So we are going to take this service, if it'll let me shut the door.
This train is a semi-stopping service to Slough. Get things set up ready for departure. We'll be heading out shortly.
So we're gonna turn on the safety systems. Turn it to day. We're gonna turn on AWS. So we have something more to focus with, and we will release the doors. So yes, I did the service that goes all the way to Reading, but today, due to me obviously realising that at the end of that video, and it cut me off, and then because I'd kind of planned to make that video then, and I've got like another video to make today, which is the 4th, which will be in after this video is released now. A week later will be when the next video is released, and I've got to film that now as well. It's a mouthful, sorry. But yeah, so we're doing the shorter 30-minute one now, and then we'll be moving on to the next scenario for next week. So we have 2 minutes to wait. So not too long at least. Now, one thing I did mention in my last video is that basically I close the doors 30 seconds before departure, just to make sure everything is ready to go, unless I'm running late, which is then when I shut the doors instantly and go zoom, fly off. I believe that this is the platform for Heathrow Terminal 4 services, and because it's TfL, that's why that's there. Right. Let's just shut this door. So there's our train over there that we took before. It's now just left the station, or is leaving the station. I'll now shut the doors. I'm also just gonna release the brakes a little bit. So we should have AWS on, and all the other safety features on this train turned on as well, which obviously makes the experience a lot better. Now the light's on or off, and we need to go. See, they made the sounds in here sound incredible. You're probably just able to hear it then. So we're looking at, we've got green signals leaving the station here. It's a very smooth ride, I don't know why. And then it lags, but yeah, it feels quite smooth today, which is quite nice. We are on a little bit of a climb here. So and the good thing about taking this half-an-hour service is that when taking the service that we're about to pass now, or I think at least is this one, basically we have to wait behind it. But instead we can actually be the one ahead of it. Now we've just got a yellow signal here. If the next one's red, then I'll apply the brakes. Next one is red, yes. Or maybe we won't be beating this train out of the station. We'll just slowly glide towards the signal here. Till it hopefully goes to yellow or green. Yeah, so they must have just switched the track for us. And now we're on our way. So we're at the end of the map. No, we're not. This way. Next station is Ealing Broadway, 9:55. We should be there in time. Seems like a nice summer day and everyone should be happy. This is double yellow. Signal is single. If we just glide for a little bit here. This is a double yellow again. Double yellow again. So I reckon we're about matching the train in front speed. Obviously we know that's hopefully speeding up to 85. So maybe this train just has to follow signals, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna have a nice journey all the way up to Slough. And stop there. This is double yellow again. I will put onto 3 notches of power. This is... let's go, so that's invisible. No, double yellow, yay, green. We probably will have to glide though, because here we are and the other train will be... is there, look. So, we'll obviously have to be cautious. But I'm hoping that, because I know the 6-car train, which is the hour train, that stops at Ealing Broadway as well. And I know that it has to wait for us to pass through. So, I'm hoping it's us passing through it, because it could be that other car. But luckily that train's only going to Hayes and Harlington. And we're going to Slough, so. Got another yellow coming up. Turn to green. So we now, hopefully, should be clear into Ealing Broadway. Here's a 6-car service, has to wait for us. Or at least I hope it waits for us, because if not, we're going to be following that one all the way to Slough. Now that we're not too far away from Slough, I'm just gonna apply step 1 braking. Did I say Slough? I meant Ealing. That 6-car train has gone, which means it's following the 3-car. But luckily, we've got a stop here. We're a little bit late, but we can't really help what the signals give us. Lock the left doors. Go check that our tail lights are on. Yes, they are. That is good. One thing I mentioned is the dock matrix system don't work, which they did, especially in service mode, because that'd be quite useful. So if we look here and go along the lines, so our next station, so here is the 6-car train speeding along, and luckily he's kind of gone ahead now, and everywhere where he stops, because he's 6-car, and we're only going to Slough, we're semi-stopping, we should be stopping there as well, which is good. Oh, I just realised I'm trying to turn off the trying to find which button turns off the window wipers. It definitely ain't that one. We won't get any door prompts anymore, guys. I'm sure we'll survive. We may be a little bit late getting into Southall. We'll say we had issues with the window wipers. And I ended up playing with the lights. So now should we sit on day? It's quite light, so we shouldn't need a cab light either. I'd quite like to know what the hazard lights are for, because unless they're in like a yard, which I mean they're probably awfully hard. Like, trains are signalled, and if you want to pass a road, you have to ask the signaller. So it's like, if it's broken down, they're going to divert you around it, not make you go park behind it. I don't know though. Anyway, we're on our way to Southall. This is a service going all the way to Slough, semi-stopping. It's very detailed and very smooth as you kind of go around the corners, isn't it? Dovetail Games, I'd say this is probably one of the best games they've made. Hang on, the first train must have been stopping at Ealing, because it would have been 17 minutes. Oh, maybe not, I don't know. We're moving along. So we should be clear into Southall station anyway. We'll apply step 1. We should be attempting to approach a platform at no more than 20. So that's now switched to double yellow, which means we should be safe to pass. No one's got on, no one got off. Anyway, there are some like platforms. I mean, one thing I wish they do in general is add a lot more passengers to the platforms. But I'm guessing that just kind of creates lag, and then I know all the people who want passengers, many of them, probably including me, would complain that it's lagging. I'll lock the doors. Our next, yeah, so I'm guessing that train will just stop at Hayes. And we were on our way now. Yeah, I wish they'd had more passengers, like, especially at bigger stations like Paddington. And like when you're playing service, you should see that when you're like the time, so when it goes to like 5 o'clock, which is like British rush hour, then the station should be like quite busy. Is this WLA? We should be clear going into Hayes and Harlington. Now, guys, guys and girls, whoever's watching me, just to point out that when I do that with my camera, it's so I can see the number clearer. It looks quite blurry there in the sky, but when you pull it on its side, you can see it a lot more clearer against the trees. So I aren't mad, I'm just losing my eyesight. What's this? WS still? Coming in a bit slowly there. Nevertheless. Some trouble there. I'm gonna press that button. So the 6-car train has just stopped there, which is also our next station, and which is also the platform we're coming in on. And then moving on up from there, that's where he is. I believe our next station may be Slough. So look, so as I said about my 30-second timing, obviously because we're slow, because we've been slowed because of the train in front of us, that means that I have to leave as soon as I shut the doors, which is why I can't leave a 30-second time. But anyway, our next station is West Drayton, and then it should be Slough. I hope it's Slough. So if you look on the map, this is Airport Junction, I believe, here. That is. One of them is. Which goes down to Heathrow Airport. Terminals 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here we have double yellow. Now to catch up time, you can see that I'm not braking. at least slowing down a little bit like I should be now. But that is because I'm hoping that that train is now on the move. What's this? Yeah, that train is moving, and we should be cleared into West Drayton Station. I reckon we're about a minute late now. Double yellow again. So we are around about a minute late now. Let's have a little look out my door. No one getting on? No one getting on. Let's go. We've got green light in front of us now. There's our next station. I guess we're ready to close the doors. We're stopping at either station next. And to anyone who is watching, there's like a quick thing to kind of point out. So obviously, we've now we're almost at 35 minutes of this video. Obviously, it's a 30 minute supposed scenario. However, it was just considering things, it was around 5 minutes to load in, and then you have to wait for the train to get ready to leave, and then obviously it's to Slough, and then obviously we finish and then we collect our rewards and things. Obviously we have to consider as well, like, the other train being in front of us. We'll have to slow down as well, and that's not always included in the timings, I say, for the scenarios. So obviously when we reach the 35 minute mark, oh, everything's going off. When we reach the 35 minute mark, which is just now, just kind of so you understand. When I say 30 minutes, it probably means more like 40, 45. slowed down very quickly there. So I always get the Ivers Miller stations, which the stop board is there, or very close to here. But like, there's an entire platform. So I'm always kind of coming along like I was then, and then I think, oh, I'm going to the station, and then it's like right there, the where the stopping's pointed, and like that's when I had. If you saw, I went up to step 3 braking there, which I really didn't want to do. However, oh, not this again. So I obviously think I'm gonna miss it, and then you realise I could probably fit another 3 of my trains along here. Anyway, here's our beautiful train facility. We're at class 166 202. We will shut the doors. Next station is Langley. No idea why I hung the horn there. Just for fun. So we've got green signals now, going to Langley, I hope. So if we look at the map, so here's Langley station, and the next station is Slough, which is good. Obviously, if you're into train simulation, but you get distracted like I do if I'm not streaming or talking to someone or like making a video, like I am now. One thing I find that's really helpful is turning on the driver alert system and AWS, because it keeps you on your toes, and that's what it's for in real life. So the switches are up there for DSD and TPWSIS, whatever it's called. And then behind me on the board there's only one switch that actually works, and that is the AWS switch. So yeah, so up here we have the TPWSIS, the DSD, and obviously up here the AWS. You just have to press those once just with the A key, and everything should work fine and dandy. Oh, did someone get off? surprised. Someone else? Oh, there's some other people down the other end. They must be waiting for another train. But at least someone got on, or off. Someone may have got on as well. Get ready to shut the doors. I've also noticed as well, I've been on many trains in my life, and like definitely on like paces and things like that, where it kind of, you can fully hear it when you press the guard buzzer, and you can always tell when a driver is in a good mood, bad mood, or anything like that. So he might play like a do or something like that, so you know you're ready to go. Or like sometimes he's just like press. Driver could be a she as well, sorry. But yes, it could really be any mood. We do have a 75 mph limit coming up just as we enter Slough Station. But we have green signals all the way in. So now, these are the signals that are slowing us down, obviously, taking us into Slough. Double yellow. I didn't know we were changing track. So we were speeding a little bit there at the end. I didn't actually realise we were coming into this third platform because there was no indication on the signal. But nevertheless, we arrived here safely. And there's 2 people waiting. There's no putting it in on, because I have no idea where this train is going. Oh, I forgot we didn't see that. I was just going to take a nice little shot of the front of the train before we leave. Oh, that could have been dangerous.
Good work on that, Mum. There are plenty more duties you can sign up to if you're interested.
Oh, we enjoyed that, didn't we? So now let's actually take this shot without the thing yelling at me. So our GWR class 166-202. has made its final destination to platform 6 at Slough. And now we will be taking Thank you. We will be ending here. I thank you very much for watching. We may have been late to quite a few of the stations. Did I not stay long enough for some of them? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Nevertheless, we've completed the scenario. I thank you all very much for watching. And I'll see you all when we do Westworld. Good night, good evening, goodbye. Have a lovely day.